So, some parents are not happy with their studio choices for costumes. So let's find out. So yes, I was 5 in the early 2000s, dressed in studded brief fishnets and studded sports bra. Yes, literally twerking. They think that you can do a lot of dances being very creative without the need to that. They can go and find another studio. Now, how do you find another studio? Who is to blame? I think in this case is um, this story was posted on Reddit for our competition dance talk. I'm just curious what others' thoughts on this subject. My daughter has been in dance 8 years, competing 1 year. This year for comp and recital, some of the outfits were not appropriate we've seen. Okay, bralettes, studded briefs, fishnet stockings, and some bikini style ones. We haven't personally got a costume like that yet, but moving forward, I am not sure what to do. This seems like a lot of older girls are in this type of outfits. We've been used to fluffy dresses and basic costumes that don't even show stomach. So I am a bit taken back by seeing what has been approved from comp and recitals. We have lover studio teachers in classes, so I am trying to wrap my head around this moving forward so we can continue dance because I really don't think I would approve of certain outfits like that. Okay. So, yeah, I have to agree with this. There has been so many studios. They really use very suggestive costumes. Um, but in a specific genres of dance, more like a jazz or yeah. So we have 81 comments, and let's see what people have to say. I would honestly look at other studios if this bothers you. Part of the reason we're the studio we're chosen is because the costumes, dances, and music are always age appropriate. They do wear crop tops, but there is always proper coverage everywhere else. There are also never any dances to songs with widely suggestive and or inappropriate lyrics. Our team, our comp team dances are still competitive and plays well, so it can't be done. Yes, I would honestly look at other studios if this bothers you. Yes, I would. So yeah, I've noticed that too, and I have had many parents actually comment about that and how uncomfortable they feel watching certain studios dance. Actually, the studio that my daughter dances at, they have certain rules. They all dance with tights. Even if they use fishnets, they have to wear skin color tights, and then on top of the skin color tights, they put the fishnets underneath. There's like that feeling of more coverage. And also, like, there are some studios where they don't let kids um, use underwear. So in one of the studios that my daughter danced before, she was not allowed to wear underwear, and I was mortified. Obviously, there is certain things like skin color, make sure it doesn't show in your costume. I mean, but let's just see what else people have to say about this. Let's see. I saw a video on Instagram of a below 15 team wearing a costume which was frankly inspired from lingerie, lingerie, especially BDSM style. Yes, the kids were wearing garter belts inspired pieces. Costumes are out of control. It didn't help that it was dark themed, and the facials were not smiling facials, but the intense no smile one that's border on seductive. Yeah. So yes, there is like one thing is a serious or scary theme dance compared to a like some sass like compared to like a seductive and then 15 I don't know. I think that you can do a lot of dances being very creative without the need to that. There's another person says yes, I was 5 in the early 2000s, dressed in studded brief fishnets and studded sports bra and gloves, literally twerking with sorry, with my butt to the audience. As a teacher now, I cannot understand how an entire group of parents just accept it, or how that piece specifically won a lot. So the teacher chooses the costume goes to the director approves, but it doesn't go through the parents. The parents don't approve the costume. They don't have anything to do with the costume unless they like accept paying for the costume. Actually, some studios do let the parents help or with the costumes, but it's very rare when some of the costume. It's the teacher's choice, approved by the director. So at least there's two sets of eyes in there who look at the costume and say, yes, this is appropriate. So who is to blame? I think in this case is um, the people who approve these costumes for 12 years old. So these pieces win because they have like that presentation or the vibe, or because they're very intense. But necessarily, are they strong technicality? Or no, not always. They're not always strong, and they have a lot of like say talk to the owner of the studio and make sure that you like really make sure that they know why you want to leave. There's another person saying there's a studio near me that wears garter belts with almost every costume. They dance up and down props like they're poles and constantly win. So this is a funny story because yeah, that happened in one of the competitions last year that my daughter participated. It was like they were against the other team and their dance was very too much in my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion. Then I went into the website to look at the judges, and one of the judges is in the on their Instagram. She is a burlesque dancer, which I have friends who love burlesque, but in this case, that was the preference of the judge. I feel like for a kids competition, if you're under 18, I think it should be a little bit different. And actually, in some competitions, they have a part where they mark if the choreography and the costume and the music are age appropriate. So that means that if the judges consider that that is not age appropriate, they can take points out of the dance because they consider it's not appropriate. I think parents, teachers, competitions, they have the responsibility to protect students, to protect our kids. And I think I also know another dance teacher who's also a judge, and she has written notes specifically to the teachers and the owner of the studio when there has been an incident where the dance is really not appropriate at all for the student. Actually, from the 81 comments, I haven't seen any like that it's okay with this. You can go and find another studio. Now, how do you find another studio? Because you don't always get the opportunity to see their dances, and you don't know the costume choices like right away when you see the studio. So either you can ask somebody like a mom, a recommendation from a mom, or also checking Instagram to see the studio's post. They usually post their dances or the competition dances or something that you can kind of like get a glimpse of this style of costumes. And I actually was so happy to record this video because I think that as a parent and as a teacher, I would like to see that change in the future. I would like to hear your opinion. I want to see, comment below. Do you love the costumes in your studio? Or you don't? And if you want more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. It's for free, and we can grow this community so I can keep bringing more videos like this for you. And adios.